This is the plaintiff, Stephen Misterini. He says he sold the defendant a game-worn Tom Brady New England Patriots jersey, and a month or two later, the guy said he wanted to return it. When he asked why, the defendant told him he didn't think it was real. He stands behind his sports memorabilia business and wired the guy back his $3,500, but the defendant never returned the jersey to him. So now the louse has his money back and he kept the jersey. Some people. He's suing for $3,700, the cost of the jersey and the authentication costs. This is the defendant, Jeff Cifalillo. He says he's a huge Patriots fan and has been collecting game-worn jerseys for 10 years and currently has about 150 of them. He ended up buying a bogus jersey from the plaintiff, who gave him a fake name and signed his check using that fake name. Bottom line, the FBI is onto this guy. He's nothing more than a rip-off artist, and he's opening a huge can of worms for himself by filing this lawsuit. He's accused of fumbling.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Stephen Misterini?
Yes.
You are suing Jeff Cifalillo for $3,700 that you refunded him, and then he kept the item he had wanted the refund for.
That's
Tell me
correct,
what
Your
happened.
Honor. Well, I sold the defendant a game-worn Tom Brady jersey, 2007 jersey, in June of 2010.
Okay, hold on. What's a game-worn jersey?
It's a jersey that's actually worn by the players in a game. Very difficult to come by, and
How does one get 'em?
why. Well, I have a number of friends that, due to the nature of their job, have access to
And what
some
do they
of
do?
the
They
NFL
steal 'em?
players.
What do you, like, how does that, in other words, does Tom Brady take his shirt off and hand it to your friends and just gets new shirts instead of washing them? Like, how does this work?
Well, that's, they get it through equipment managers, and sometimes the team sells them directly. Sometimes the players sell them. Sometimes the equipment staff sells them. There's
I don't like to think they're
various
selling
avenues.
them for charity or something, but they're just
they
selling
do
them to
that.
make a buck. Like,
They
how
do
much does
that.
the jersey go for? $3,700, apparently.
This jersey can range anywhere from, $3,000 to $10,000.
And what do people do? Could just take it and go, oh, smells of Tom Brady. Right.
Well, the reason why I have a number of these items is because I'm an avid collector myself, and it's just, exciting to have a piece that was actually worn on the field.
How many of these do you own?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Hundreds of jerseys, helmets, cleats.
Oh, what's your place smell like? Like,
Well, I keep it all in my office, so it's...
Yeah, but what's your office smell like? Like, just all that scent of sweat and, how does it... No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Does it smell?
No,
or not really? It's just
after a
dirty.
while, it just dissipates for a while.
It dissipates, and then you just see the dirt or whatever?
Yeah, you see the marks and the helmet hits and all those type of things.
Okay, so you put it on what? On Craigslist?
Yeah, somebody listed it for me. Someone that was helping me out listed it on eBay, in fact, and I sold the jersey. The defendant actually replied once he got it. He was pleased. He was very happy with it. I actually have a copy of that email if you'd like to see it.
Yep, let me see it.
Which confirms he received the jersey.
Who's John Turneau?
He's the person that actually made the listing. So he was having the email correspondence with him initially until the jersey was sold. And then.
But who is John Turneau?
He's just someone that was listing items for me, helping me out.
He exists?
Yeah. So basically what happened was he seemed to be pleased with the jersey. About 2 months later, I received a phone call from the defendant saying that he wasn't pleased with it. He was no longer happy with it, wanted to return it. I asked him what the problem was. He said there was an issue with authenticity.
Do you own a bunch of these too?
Quite a few. I can't say it publicly. My wife might watch.
Seriously, how many do you own?
Probably 100.
100 of them. Where do you put them?
The closet.
You hoarders. You're not collectors. You're hoarders. So you just put them in the closet hanging up, or what do you?
Yes, just hang up.
And how does one authenticate these?
I send them off to a professional authentication company. It's actually very easy to identify a jersey that's been forged by somebody else. You'll get an opportunity to read the authentication.
I want that opportunity now.
Okay, sure.
But can you answer me though? How?
I don't work for the authenticator, but they go through a whole. Every jersey is tagged a certain way. It's dated. It's sized. They're all cut specifically for a player, and then they go to look to see if that jersey was ever won in a game by video. Which in this case, this jersey was photo matched to a game on January 7th, 2007 against the Jets.
Okay.
That's why it looked so good, because it was purposely photo matched.
According to your expert, he is unable to authenticate it for the following reasons. The nameplate appears to have been tampered with. The left side appears to have been repositioned. Certainly tampering would be a sign of alarm. The year size tag, because there's only one reason to tamper, and that's to make it look real. The year size tag in the tag appears to have been tampered with and is evident via the tearing to the left border and what appears to be a second set of stitch holes. The game wear appears to be contrived and not consistent with other examples viewed by Mears, Memorabilia, Evaluation, and Research Services. The New England Patriots jerseys are currently being distributed exclusively through their team website, and no program existed in 2007. We are unable to authenticate this item.
Mears Authentication also went on to say that they're very familiar with Stephen Misterini as a well-known forger, sports
plaintiff?
memorabilia, the Authentication company.
Hold on one second. How are they? Is that in here somewhere?
I can provide the email to you.
Let me see it.
I also have,
Why aren't you selling it under your own name? Why is there this name,
that's the part that I wanted to
John Turneau?
explain to you better.
He was just helping me list some items online. I have my.
You sent the
I have
check
my
to
own
John
website.
Turneau,
Yeah, I'd like to explain how it,
and then John Turneau deposits the check,
no,
or
Misterini signs, forges the check. I believe.
wait, stop.
The plaintiff sold the defendant a jersey worn by Tom Brady. The defendant didn't think it was real. The plaintiff says the defendant stiffed him and kept the jersey. The defendant says the plaintiff is a crook and knew the jersey was bogus. Let's listen.
Who signs the back of the check written to John Turneau?
Steve Misterini.
Only Steve Misterini?
They also live at the same address.
Just a moment. Are there two signatures? One from
Yes, there
John
are two
Turneau
signatures.
and then one from
Yes.
Steve Misterini.
Yes.
Is he? They live at the same address. You don't believe there's a John Turneau?
I'd like to explain a little more about what I do know, because this has been going on for 2 years now. The FBI has been involved in this case. The local police have been involved in this case. We've already been to criminal court on this case. This is 2 years now.
And what happened
This
in
has been
criminal
going
court?
on. In criminal court, the Misterini never showed up for the pretrial hearing.
And so what happened?
At this point in time, he's still saying that he's John
And
Turneau.
so what happened when you don't show up? There's a
The very
consequence.
first
There's a warrant
time.
issued for your arrest.
Yes, and it was. The very first
So
time.
there's a warrant right now for his arrest.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Just a moment.
I have
There's
all
a
the-
warrant right now for his arrest.
It has been released because after the warrant was issued, he submitted payment to me.
That's nonsense.
Let me
I
see
have
the
the court
paperwork for the
documents.
warrant.
Absolute nonsense. There is no.
No,
criminal
stop.
case.
All right, so you email the folks at Mears and say to them that you've been digging deep because of the conclusions that they reached,
Mm-hmm.
and that you've discovered that the person who signed the FedEx package was, lo and behold, Steve Misterini. Mears sends you an email saying Steve M. is a known forger. I will see about getting the FBI's contact for you. Have you run into problems with Mears before?
Never. Never, Your Honor.
Well, they seem to know you,
Well, I've had items authenticated by them. That's the only reason why they would know me.
but they don't have a good opinion saying that they've been authenticated.
Well-
What they're saying is that you're a known forger. What do you think they mean?
That's false. Absolutely false, Your Honor.
So have you had a
Absolutely
run-in with
false.
them of some
Never.
kind?
Never.
So then why would
There's
they
never
say
been a
it?
criminal case.
The only reason someone says that is because either it's true or they have a
Probably
grudge
because they heard it
against
from
you.
him.
Well, if
No, he's telling him that you're a known forger. Have you ever been arrested for any of this
Never.
stuff?
Absolutely never.
Did you?
Never.
According to you, there was a warrant. Where's the
There
evidence
is
of
no
a warrant?
Your Honor.
Just a moment, sir. I'm asking him. Where's the evidence of the warrant?
It says warrant issued on the back page.
Sure does.
he
On
didn't
January
appear.
25th of 11. Why weren't you in court?
That's pertaining to this case, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know. Why
Right.
weren't you in court?
The reason why I wasn't in court because there was a snowstorm that day, and I called the court and I asked them
So
if we could
but
postpone.
why are you so indignant talking about how there wasn't a warrant? You know there was a warrant.
No. There wasn't a warrant. This is not a criminal case. The reason why I had to go to court is because
This is
he
a
was-
criminal case. I'm looking at a criminal docket. There was a warrant issued. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Could I add something about the authentication? Mm-hmm. Steve Misterini has a well-documented history of,
And there is no John Turneau?
there is no John Turneau, as well as 20 other aliases he has. I can also go a step further because I bought another jersey from him in May.
Why?
Under another different name. A totally different alias. I paid $1,500.
How did you find out that it was him?
The jersey never showed up. So the post office did an investigation and found out that Mr. Misterini sent a package to Dunkin' Donuts next to my office And inside the package, it was signed by a Dunkin' Donuts employee. It was addressed to the Dunkin' Donuts. Inside the package was a sweaty pair of sweatpants, which I have a picture of. The post office did an investigation. PayPal did an investigation and found that Steve Misterini was guilty, and I was refunded my money.
How many
Your Honor,
aliases do you
Your Honor,
use?
that jersey that he bought,
No,
he
what about the
emailed
sweaty
me
pants?
and said that he didn't want it.
What about the sweaty
I don't know what
pants?
he's talking about.
How many different names do you use, and why don't you just use Steve
I
Masterini if
use
it's your
only
jersey?
my name.
I also have all
Let
those
me see the
aliases.
jersey.
All those aliases
Your
that no
Honor,
one knows.
Let me
I just
see
want
the
my
jersey.
back. That's all.
Well, I don't know that you get it back. I'm not sure. I'm pondering.
This is the list of the aliases and all the other people he's frauded.
Let me see. Do you have any more paperwork on the criminal case in Massachusetts?
No.
And then you posted, what website is this? Game Used Forum?
There's multiple websites there.
And is this you posting or somebody else?
Those are all somebody else.
Somebody
all
else.
people
These are
who-
all the people who are mad at Steve Misterini. What'd you do? Wash it?
I didn't wash it, no.
I don't really want to smell it because I don't think it's Tom Brady.
Could be anybody.
I don't know who I'm smelling.
Not a good one.
Court's in recess.
All rise.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. If you could buy a jersey from anybody playing sports right now, who would it be?
Kobe from the Lakers.
Fair about. You know what? That's a fair one. What do you think?
I was going to say Kobe Bryant also.
You think? Wow, two Kobe's. Let's get somebody different. Anybody?
Lionel Messi. He's the best.
Okay, and
Derrick Rose, because he's hot.
okay. 'Cause there you go. Going inside the courtroom.
Did you try to give this to the authorities in Massachusetts and they said, well, the case was dismissed, so we don't need it as evidence?
They had it for a while, then they gave it back to me. It was a police investigator in Canton that had it. The gentleman at the
Why don't you just leave it with them?
with who?
With the people who gave it to you? Why didn't you just say, no, I don't want it. This isn't real.
I don't remember. I mean, it
Okay.
was.
So on what authority do you suppose I can say, yeah, you get to keep it, or yeah, take a scissors and let's cut it? I understand that you are frustrated because you feel that you've been duped and you feel that he's a thief. And you've compiled quite the case against him that a lot of people think he's a thief and think he's not legitimate, and why somebody might not use the name Masterini anymore and pose as under other names. You've done that. He's come in here without a John Turneau, without an affidavit from a John Turneau, without a picture of a John Turneau, without a picture of a license of a John Turneau, because there's no John Turneau. Because that's one of the aliases that he uses. I'm confident of it. And there's probably going to be other aliases that he uses. So if he's done using John Turneau and done using Steve Masterini, he'll use John Doe tomorrow and sell this again. And you know that, and I know that. And that's your fear, and that's my fear. But for me to confiscate this, I have been in this position before where I've had fake Louis Vuittons, and that's a trademark. I take it, and we're done. I hand it over to the fraud unit, and they take care of it to the counterfeit unit, and they take care of it, and I wash my hands. And I feel good, and you feel good. But what I have here is a jersey that, even if it's not game worn, has some value. And if the authorities at the feds and the authorities at the state level have told you we don't want it as evidence because it's not intrinsically contraband, how do you expect that I'm going to end up saying that? I can't. So if he gave you a refund, you got to give the shirt back. Now I want you to listen very closely to me. I am watching you. I'm watching you and anyone else who sells a Tom Brady shirt from that. This was the Jets game, wasn't it? Just had insult to injury? Okay. So I am watching for the shirt. And
Your Honor,
hopefully,
this jersey is going to remain in my personal collection.
Don't talk. I don't want to hear from you. I am watching for the shirt. And this is yet another in a long list of reasons that you have to watch the People's Court so you don't get burned by buying this shirt. Verdict for the plaintiff, not for $3,700, but for the shirt, which I don't know what this is worth. According to Mears, maybe $100.
All right, guys, stay there.
So the plaintiff has the jersey back. I guess he's happy,
Yes,
right?
very happy.
You
Very
happy with this verdict?
Yeah, this gentleman tried to discredit me in order to steal from me, and it's just not right. All of the things he said are untrue. There's no FBI investigation. I think he watches too many episodes of Mission Impossible. He's delusional.
Well, why would you come in here and fight this in court and on TV and open yourself and the business up?
Because I didn't do anything
this kind
wrong.
of scrutiny.
Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. That's why. Otherwise, I wouldn't come here. I just wanted my jersey back.
What does he have against you?
I don't know. He's, obviously delusional, but that's fine.
All right, right around the corner there. Your documents are ready. Sign them. And you come on in here. And so how do you feel about the outcome here?
I'm
Step
very
in a little
happy.
bit. Yeah.
Very happy.
Why is that?
I may have lost, but he did not get his money back, which I don't think he deserved. And I think the judge made it very clear that jersey's not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. You wanted people to see Steve Mistriani?
I'm extremely happy that Steve Mistriani was unveiled, and everyone knows exactly who he is now.
Really? Well, he has, his claim against you that you're just trying to steal a jersey.
I don't need the jersey. He has it. At least he's happy now.
Harvey?
It's really simple. You cannot keep the goods and not pay. It is simply not reasonable, and justice doesn't always work that way, but in this case, it certainly does. You got to be reasonable. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.